Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. It is but the start of June, and it is watch party time. The title, in case you didn't get it, uh, I mean, it's a reference to Batman and Robin, but we're not watching Batman and Robin. It's kind of code for Frozen 2, but also the final Dinosaur movie, which is a random thing they added to Prime, which we will be watching tonight. So that those be the plans. Those be the plans. Uh, I think, assuming everyone's game for both of those things. Because I was originally tempted to do Frozen 2 into like Stream Boss picks, like one of three, but then I noticed it was a dinosaur movie and I was looking at movies and I thought, oh, well, we could just do the final dinosaur movie instead. I'll see what people are feeling like, but welcome, welcome. The OG climate change is is an interesting phrasing for the Ice Age. I suppose it's technically accurate. When am I returning to Mass Effect? Bob, I hate to break this news, but I actually played a lot of Mass Effect off stream. I finished the first game and I'm like halfway through the second one. At the time of streaming. I'm at the point where I've started doing loyalty missions in Mass Effect 2. Barring one, of course, who he's one of the party members you don't get till much later. But yes. So that's the thing. I was playing it during the day rather than the nighttime. That was the big difference. So welcome. How are people? How is everyone? I think I need to update the scoreboard. I think there's a I can't say I've got any interest in EDF. It's never visually looked that appealing when I've seen clips of it. I think I need to update the scoreboard though. I think I've got maybe like a board now get a point or something that I noted down but hasn't been updated on the thing. Is he at 13? He should be at 13. He's not at 13. He's at 12. He's okay. See, I remember things. Allison, welcome. When is Army of Darkness? We watched Evil Dead 3 on stream last year, Allison. I know what you meant to say, which is why I'm being very coy. I know you're trying to say a new movie, but you messed up and said Evil Dead 3 instead. Which I'd much rather watch. Alright. The rest of those scores right? Let me just double check that. Yeah, Chris on 30, Cindy on 28, Tyler on 21. Yeah, everything's hunky dory. Everything's up to date. Which Elsa didn't hate. Elsa had a cracking good time with Army of Darkness. You can tell I wasn't even napping really. I was just lying down for a while earlier, and you can tell my hair just kind of is not hiding it very well. Pardon me. The only positive, Alison, that I have is that is a to-do list to do with Tim, and that's like 6th on the list at least, so it's going to be a little while. But like, speaking of, did oh, he did not. Okay. I just remembered I need to check for something. Okay, I've done that. So not that we have to necessarily do all the echoes winners in order that they were thingied in, but given that that's like number 7 on the list, I might be inclined to go in order. Alright. Nice. Very nice. Okay. So yeah, we're oh, pardon me. So we're getting Frozen 2 out of the way. I know Tyler's not going to be thrilled about that, but it has to be done. It has to be done. So we'll start with that, and we'll see what people feel like. If you do it sooner, it'll be more timely. Either that or next Leprechaun movie. I was watching some of those old reviews. They're hilarious. People enjoyed the Leprechaun reviews. They're looking forward to the next one. Um, and I did promise that Leprechaun in the Hood 2 would be one of the first things back when Tim's recording again, which hopefully shouldn't be too much longer. Oh, we also have to get the picks from the teams. You can see the teams on the screen there. The deadline was the end of the month, and it is now the beginning of June. So I'm curious if Team Green or Blue have a pick ready for us. Oh, that wasn't Chris's fault. Chris had nothing to do with Frozen 2. In fact, Allison is the one you can blame for Frozen 2. Frozen 2 was the sort of test run of giving kind of a Patreon, like, suggestion post where if people like, well, you know, whatever comment people like the most is the one that we do on stream. You are on a team, Allison. You were put on a team by default because you're one of the regulars. Um, but it's not a big deal if you missed it. Like it's okay. I'm sure the rest of the team have picked something. Yeah, you were thinking Ice Age. Okay, cool. Yeah, I guess those dinosaurs an Ice Age. I remember right. It's been a lot. I half watched it once a long time ago. I don't really recall much of it. Uh, so what's your? It's all right. Team B's get a pick. Elsa, you're Team Green's leader. Fill me in. What is Team Green's movie? Basically, the idea, Alison, because we hit the last goal, is that the regulars were split into two teams, and each team would have to pick a movie to watch on stream. The rules being that I hadn't seen it before, and the goal was to pick a good movie. The idea being that whatever movie gets picked, well, we'll watch both movies, right? Each team's movie, and whatever movie I like more. So you're trying to impress me, which is a wonderful concept. Um, Everyone on that team who picked the better movie would get 5 points on the scoreboard. So it's a bit of competition to pick a good movie. Wait, before did I tell you to watch the trailer I posted on Discord? You told me to watch the trailer you posted on Discord. I didn't watch the trailer you posted on Discord. I want to be in your good graces before I tell you. Wait, what? What do you mean good graces? The point was to pick a movie I'd like. Are you throwing it? Are you throwing it for your whole team? What is this? I thought you posted a stupid trailer. Oh no, you posted false positive. It's a new movie. I think I just remember someone vaguely smiling in a thumbnail and assumed it was a romantic comedy. I'm going to regret this, aren't I? This team movie pick idea is going to be a one and done, given the teasing that's going on. No, Elsa, it's time to reveal the movie. Reveal the movie. What is Team Green's movie pick? Okay, wait, my glasses here. I'm getting and all smudged. They're all smudged. Welcome everyone to the stream. We'll start Frozen 2 in probably about 10 to 15 minutes. Best to pick on what the fuzzies would like to watch. I'm impressed that I could read that. It's very blurry right now. You can sort of assume a lot though. Alright. It's a baseball movie as hinted. Okay. I wouldn't necessarily hate that. I like some sports movies. Firefly. Oh, that hurts, Allison. Rookie of the Year. Rookie of the Year. I have not seen that, no, you're right. I saw Field of Dreams not that long ago. It wasn't good. I was not fond of Field of Dreams. Putting Kevin Costner on a farm always leads to something bad. That's my take. Oh, Firefly. Firefly. I haven't seen Little Big League, no. No. Nor have I seen Angels in the Outfield. These are all comparisons that are meaning nothing to me. um. Yeah. Well, once Cindy appears, we'll get Team Blues. Unless anyone else from Team Blue happens to know. But Firefly. Firefly. Okay, you're sitting down now. That's good. That's good. At least the cat's selling. Well, Gary Busey, you say? Okay, well, see, why didn't you lead with that? You open with the Gary Busey. You let me know that. Now I think you've got a chance. Team Green's got a chance. Team Green picked the Busey. Firefly is purring away on my lap now, which is perfectly fine. It's only annoying when he's like moving around constantly and he can't decide what he wants to do, even though he always ends up doing the exact same thing. It's like he's indecisive, but there's no decision, which is very cat-like actually, just in general. It's a very cat-like thing. Okay, cool. All right. Well, Rookie of the Year. Team Blue will not stoop to such levels. What's funny is Allison's not been involved, really. So I love the idea that when Cindy shows up and reveals what Team Blue's pick is that it'll be like a Gary Busey movie just to make that sentence sound silly. So, good stuff. Okay, let me move that over there. Alright, if people want to set up the Frozen 2 on Disney Plus or wherever you're watching it. You know what the pick is, most likely, and there's zero Busey. That's unfortunate, Tyler. That's unfortunate. You letting Cindy make the final call then as team leader? Hey, Busey's a cheap pop. There's a lot of movies that could beat a Busey. Like, so, it's all to play for. It's all to play for. Psychological horror movie, kind of mind bending. Interesting. Americans have had a lot of baseball movies. They have indeed. There is no plane crash. That was just a misdirection. Sam was here's the lately pick. I won't write it down yet. I'll let Cindy confirm it. But I haven't seen that or any of those other ones you mentioned. So they're all fair play. All fair play. Yeah, so getting Frozen 2 set up. We're going to watch Frozen 2 as decreed by patrons. Holding you personally responsible for this, Allison. The good news is, I happened to check earlier, and there is a good 10 minutes at least of credits at the end. So the movie's actually only about 90 minutes, which is the best news. I mean, hell, it could be better. It could be 80 minutes or 75. That would be delightful. That's not fair. They just presented a medley of pics to get your. To be, I didn't react to any of them though. I mean, I get your critique, Elsa, but I didn't really say much other than I've not seen any of them. If he picks the pacifier, then that's not playing to win. Who knows? Maybe it'll be a dark horse. Who can say? I need to plug my headphones in. Oh. Assuming I need to hear this movie, which is questionable. Hey, isn't one of the main characters in this called Elsa? Is that a thing, or am I just making that up? Yes, it is. Oh, okay. All right. Elsa puns will be incoming. Um, Have I seen Dreamscape from 1984? Dennis Quaid? I have not, actually. I have not. Please do add it to the reactor. I am a queen now, finally. Infinity Chamber's a bottle movie for the most part. I shall not react. I don't want to give any reactions to that list of movies, so else is not enraged. Okay, I should probably see if I can get the timer working. Although the Cloudbot stuff interacting with YouTube's been a bit funky recently. I don't know why. Okay. Right, so everyone get your Frozen 2 set up. Pause it at 0. I'm assuming it just fades up and goes out of the Disney logo for everyone. If not, I don't know if Disney Plus maybe add like a Disney Plus like logo or something at the start. They might do. That's a yes. It fades up into just the Disney logo. Okay. I'm not against watching Dreamscape. No, I've not seen it. I think I've heard of it. Like the name sounds vaguely familiar. Vaguely. Alright. Alright, so I've Frozen 2 paused at 0. I'm going to count down 3, 2, 1 and then press play. Does someone need to explain Frozen 1 to you? I did see Frozen 1 in theaters, although admittedly there's at least half an hour in the middle that I missed because I fell asleep. I'm sure you know what, I'm sure I'll pick it up. I'm sure context will be there. I'll ask questions if I get confused. If I care enough. uh. So alright, pause at 0, Frozen 2. I'm gonna count down 3, 2, 1 and press play. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, play. And the Disney logo. Oh yeah, oh the sky. The camera's got the clouds, and there's the river and chorus chanting. Let me turn the subtitles. I know I'll keep them on actually. Fireworks, things. That's fair, Tyler. Right, is it too much to hope this is going to actually secretly be a sequel to Abed's Christmas episode of Community? Right, so Elsa's like Iceman. Okay, we've established that. He goes dogging in the Enchanted Forest. Sometimes when your dad gets into a certain mood, he goes out into the enchanted forest and he honks at strange men in the woods. We spend some time together, it's very romantic and beautiful, and then we come home. And the fifth element, Lilu? Lilu multipass? Lilu, Lilu, Lilu. Curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal. Literally, in this case. If only that was true, Alison, we wouldn't have to put up with Johnny Depp or Tim Burton ever again. She's singing! What's a river of blood? I think I've been very witty so far, so thank you very much, Elsa. Now, if only that castle was invaded by zombies, we might be onto something. There's going to be a third Wonka. Timothy Chalamet is going to be Wonka number 3. Wonka's all over the place. Stupid Elsa. That's right, it was on the news. By the way, there's not been news since then because there's been no news. I have tried to make a news show twice since then. Her hair matches his nose. Oh, come on! They just sang like 30 seconds ago! None of the spin offs are really that worth watching, to be honest. Most of them suck. Third Annabelle's okay, like there's some fun stuff in that one, but. Go away, Firefly. What the shit is this? Stop it! Stop singing! Someone put that snowman in the oven. Finally put him out of his misery. And Jim Halper here with the reindeer. I mean, La Llorona was a kind of a last minute tenuous stretch to connect it, but I mean, I figured that's why you were watching them. Ah, Elsa's all lonely. She'll never have someone to love. She's destined to die alone. Veronica Mars is singing Be Respect. Which one is Kristen Bell? Is she Elsa or is she the redhead? She Anna. Who's Elsa then? Who's playing Elsa? It's not Marina Sirtis, I can tell you that. Adina Menzel. Oh, the one that John Travolta can't pronounce, yes. Adele Daisy. Marzipan dinner. That's what he called her. A kid. That's literally the reason why I know her name. It's because John Travolta got it wrong. I actually watched a documentary last night with Keith Mars in it because it was a documentary about Galaxy Quest. I watched it on Amazon Prime. It was a delightful story. I'd forgotten that they were about to do the TV show on Amazon when Alan Rickman passed away. It was a really sad reminder at the end. Oh, yeah, I think I knew that, Rude Boy. That was one of those sort of little bits of trivia. Doesn't really mean much, but it's a neat little thing. I agree, Elsa's disturbed. That's very possible. I think Wicked directed by Tim Burton might be my worst nightmare. Speaking of ice. No. You're having too much fun with this Elsa thing you got going on. I'm purely speaking about the character in the film, Elsa, that's all. Or Zack, maybe Zack Snyder's worse. It's a fair point, Allison. Can someone with freeze powers get cold? I feel like that's a philosophical question that I don't think this movie's ready to address. Why does it have to be a song every like 3 minutes? I've heard "Let It Go." Is that what she's singing about? I thought she was singing about letting her anger go or something. More of an emotional thing than a. This movie would be improved tenfold if Elsa was voiced by Arnold Schwarzenegger and it was full of ice puns. It's me, I'm a princess! I'm a princess with ice powers! My name is Elsa! Oh my god. I don't disagree with that, Alison. He was miscast, but it was entertaining miscast at least, rather than just boring miscast. She's not a princess, she's a queen. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that I've offended Elsa by saying that Elsa is a princess and not a queen. I'm starting to miss Anna and the Apocalypse of all things. Remember that song about the like them all having tablets and phones that they could call each other on? There was a whole song about that. I felt like that had more to offer me than this. uh, Elsa won't shut up. Hey, Chris. We're watching Frozen 2, should you wish to join. Or you could run away and, send help. That's also an option. I'm starting to hope this ends like the Manchurian Candidate. Eh, neither better nor worse. Elsa's had an incident. She's dropping dangerous, sharp ice all over the city. Good job there was no children running around. They'd all be stabbed in the head. Should watch that. I watched Thunder Road last night. That was very good. If you like Wolf of Snow Hollow, which I also very much recommend, same director, writer, uh, actor combo of Jim Cummings. He's definitely got a type of character that he plays. It's a very similar character, but it's also a very good movie. Storm has come to take on Iceman for fleeing the Xavier School from the Gifted. In other words, great had bits that were hard to watch because of how awkward. Yeah, awkward in a very real way though, which I very appreciated. It was really well directed. Like I have to really credit Jim Cummings. Like not only is he good at the performance, it's actually very impressive just how good he is. That's a good question, Chris. I don't know what the memorable songs might be from Frozen 2. I don't know any. Go get Chidi. He'll help. True. I actually haven't. I've still got the last season and maybe a little bit of the end of season 3 to watch. Like I watched up till it was available at the time I watched it. I binged it until I caught up, and then I just didn't come back to when more episodes came out. So I'll go back and continue at some point. Wasn't Into the Unknown the one we just had? Don't argue with Elsa. It's not worth it. You're just going to lose. Trust me. I had a good place a lot, from what I saw of it. Actually, I mentioned Community earlier. I noticed to get added to Netflix, but notably, I find Netflix tend to only have 4K for stuff that they made, with the odd exception. But surprisingly, all of Community is there in 4K, which is especially notable because I don't think it ever aired anywhere in 4K. So it's kind of a weird surprise. I'm tempted to rewatch it all just because it's there, and it's been a while. Good picks, Elsa. This is like the start of a Hammer horror movie. Going to crash, and then there's going to be vampires in a castle soon. I hope so, anyway. Don't go in there, it's the bubble from Annihilation. We're going to fight a scary hybrid bear or something. I've not seen him thinking of ending things now. That's funny, Allison, because it feels like a horror movie to me right now. So here we go, we just did Lulu Multipass. I like Vindication. Yeah. I also like when he wins the bet of why Santiago's late and just sort of goes hot damn. Another good gif. Good gifable moment. I haven't watched the last I haven't watched the last season yet, for whatever reason. Maybe just before the new season hits I'll watch the last one and watch the final season as it airs. No jokes about Elsa hearing voices yet? I don't think you hear voices. Damn. That's right. I forgot that existed. I learned this week there's a Russian remake of It's Always Sunny called It's Always Sunny in Moscow. I don't know if Anna's as charming as the writers think she is. This is almost horror movie-esque. No? Something in the trees. We're coming to get you, Elsa. We're coming to get you. Oh, why are we ruining this scene with the song? It was going fine. He was getting nervous, spooky things were happening around him, and then he had to start singing. All tension gone. um, I had not heard about that, rude boy. I. I mean, I will say, first grade does feel a bit young for that conversation. Maybe more of a sixth grade kind of convo, I would say. Assuming I have my ages right on American grade systems. Uh, both the Ginger Snap sequels got added to Shudder. Are they even worth watching? Do you know? I can't tell you about the third one. I remember really finding the second one dull. I haven't seen the third one though. I've heard the third one's better than the second one, but it's a really weird like thing where it's set in the past and it's like a Ginger Snaps, but like set 100 years ago. I was toying the idea of getting Shudder again. I wish Shudder would up their quality though. 720p in 2021. It's absolutely shocking. I actually just bought an Apple TV yesterday because I learned that the bitrate on iTunes purchased movies is like more than double when you watch it on an Apple TV versus watching it on their app on anything else. And it makes a big difference. The 4K on that looks really good. I know, I know. I'm not happy about it either, Alison. I felt dirty doing it. But I can't deny with results. Deny results with you know what I mean. Uh, I still rather I bought there was a sale today on iTunes, right, for a few Arrow movies, right? So even though I have them in Blu-ray, I bought the 4K versions of Demons and Demons 2, which we haven't done the streams yet, so that'll be a good excuse to do them later this year. And I just had a quick look at them, and holy shit, they look great. The fact that like a grimy Italian cheap horror movie from the mid 80s can look as good as that is insane to me. And what's funny is that a lot of modern movies won't look as good in 4K because the masters are only done in 2K. Because CG is so expensive to render that rendering it in 4K is just not worth the expense to the studios. So there's a lot of modern movies that actually don't look as good in 4K as the older movies. Bit of trivia for you. But hey, I'm not saying sure it should be 4K, Tyler. I'm saying it should be 1080. 1080 is not a lot to ask for in 2021. No, but that's the thing is that higher resolution brings out the grain. So the 16mm look of Texas Chainsaw Massacre will look even better and more authentic. It'll look as grimy as it should, but it'll look gloriously grimy. I've not seen it in 4K yet, but I mean that in 1080p already looks much better than it used to. Evil Dead 1, same thing. Film is such a versatile medium that has looked better with each new technology. It's unreal. Whereas stuff that was shot in digital video, because I watched The Raid for Action Cinema Experiment this week, and that movie was shot in cheap HD video cameras, and it doesn't. It looks like shit now. Like the movie's still fun, but it looks like shit. A little bit over here, aren't I? Tilt the camera a little bit. I wasn't a tilt. That was a pivot. That was a rookie mistake. I just said. It's like magical California. Oh, the fire is purple. Come on, Elsa, catch the purple light. Oh, Elsa looks pissed. Go on, kill him. Yuka from orbit. Make an icicle with your hand and stab him through the neck. Go on. Do it. Elsa's made a friend. Yeah, it's very reckless of you, Elsa. Oh, there was a thing I thought they were going to start singing there based on the first few notes, and I'm trying to think of what it is. Was it Lady Gaga? I was like, it went na na, and I really thought it was going to go na 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 na. It's a red romance. Ugh. All the original songs, though, of course. Classy production. Yeah, she did a quick cameo. Yes. I'm familiar with them, yes. Yes, the Fifth Element. Yes, we've seen this. It's but of all things, it's actually technically Queen Alice. It's Mila Jovovich. It's Lilo Multipass. I'm telling you, movie. These stupid characters have never seen a film. They can't see us if we don't move. No one told me King Kong was in this movie. Also, that music was very Uncharted. That woodwind instrument that just sort of had a quick spurt of noise. I'm just, I'm laughing because I'm realizing I'm just kind of sitting like, uh, movie's progressing, minutes are passing, seconds are moving. Hmm. Oh. Elsa's not done anything stupid recently that I can jokingly call out with the ambiguity of which Elsa I'm talking about. No dinosaurs yet. Left behind. You had to go. I was fine. tomorrow. Of course, there's another verse. It's gonna be another chorus again. I don't really remember it, the first film, to be honest. Why am I could be sleeping right now. Could be doing chores. Fireflies went to sleep on a pile of jeans. It's mildly adorable. Your brother wanted to leave so badly, but my little nephew was loving it. I did see Horizon Forbidden West gameplay. It was very pretty. I liked that there was more mobility. You know, the grapple hook into the glider felt a lot more dynamic than the movement in the first one. You would most definitely not be doing chores. No, I could be though. It's a possibility. It does make me feel better, Elsa. It does a little bit. I feel like Tyler's never heard you talk about video games before, so he's just surprised you have an opinion on a new game. Oh no, he just loves Horizon. Okay, fair enough. I would like to give Horizon another chance again, but I really want them to update it in PS5 with 60 FPS. Everything I'm playing on PS5 is 60 FPS. It feels weird to go back. God of War got updated. Last of Us 2 got updated. I wonder how the new one's going to look on PS4, because obviously what they showed was the PS5 version because it looked super pretty. So I'm wondering like what it's going to look like in the old console. Much lower resolution, I guess, but Oh, I don't know what else. We will do that at some point, though. Maybe we'll have a special occasion for it or something. It is going to be playable in PS4, but I have no idea what sort of compromises that version will have to make sure it works. You might never need a PS5. Well, you say that until Horizon 3 comes out, Alice. Because Horizon 3 ain't going to be on the PS4. I'm surprised the next one's on the PS4. But the third one, which I presume they're going to make, is I mean, you got obviously you've got several years before that, but still. It's not about how it looks, Tyler. It's about how it feels. 60 FPS is not about how it looks. It does look smoother, but it's not about how it looks. It's about how it feels when you're moving around. Oh yeah, the PC version will run at 60. That's true. I'd have to rebuy it though, and I don't know if my graphics card would run it at 60. That's not actually probably would because it's a PS4 game, but still. No. Actually, they are making a TV show though, Elsa. So maybe before the TV show comes out, we'll make a point of playing through the first game because they're shooting the TV show right now. It did need patches. It was apparently the game was built around being 30 frames per second, so playing it at 60 was quite spotchy at first. I think they fixed a lot of it though. Days Gone was a smoother port, so was Death Stranding. And I might be interested in getting Death Stranding at some point on sale. Do you know what I'm worried about? I'm worried that there's going to be a cool exclusive Xbox game revealed at E3 coming out this year, and I won't be able to get a graphics card, and I might be forced into buying an Xbox by the end of the year so I can play whatever the exclusive is. I'm really hoping not, but it's possible. I might get Kina when it comes out in August. I don't know if I'm getting Ratchet day one. I was planning on it at first, but I've gotten into kind of a movie mood and my game playing slowed down a little bit, which I'm actually happy about because my movie watching for the last few months has been dire. Uh, so it might be an easy sort of pass just to not spend the £62 it would cost to buy it. That said, though, it's not like PS5 games get discounted quickly, so I don't know. I could do with not spending the money on it, but we'll see. Can't you trade in your Bitcoin for a graphics card? I don't have any Bitcoin. uh, I mean, the one upside to not being able to get a card yet is that maybe I'll get a 3070 Ti instead of the 3070 when the time comes if I want to spend the extra little bit of money for it, but it's not like I have the choice yet. I think you'll see Starfield, but I don't think it's going to come out until next year, at best. It might say at the end 2022 just to give you a window, but they're apparently going to reveal a new Final Fantasy game on top of 16, like a Neo-style Final Fantasy game. So there's going to be 3 big Final Fantasy games in the works. Oh, was this in the teaser trailer? I really remember a trailer with this kind of thing in it. I will say this though, if Starfield just looks like Fallout and Elder Scrolls but in space, that might not actually be that much to tempt me into anything anyway. Not that I wouldn't play it, but I wouldn't necessarily go out my way to like get a console or a graphics card just for that. Oh, that's weird. I'd imagine the new IP, but you never know. Yeah, they previously said it was this year, but they didn't. They specifically went out of their way not to say anything about the release date this last time. So maybe I don't know. Unless they've just got like a big E3 style video planned that's going to have a bunch of news in it, and they want to have like an onslaught of like exciting stuff. I'm hoping a couple of things are announced at E3 though that I can be excited about, because it occurred to me that the back half of the year doesn't really have anything right now that I'm pumped for. So it'd be nice if they announced something unexpected that's coming out this year. But Joe would make me want a new graphics card more than anything. An XCOM 3 announcement. It would. I mean, it'd probably still run fine on my card because it's a strategy game. But I would feel bad not having a new card for a new XCOM game. Oh, I think it is. The rumors said that it was going to have like accessibility options, a la it will have an easy mode. So it'll be in the style of Neo in the Souls formula, but it's going to not be as uh punishing or whatever. Elsa's letting her hair down. But yeah, the graphics card situation is terrible. It's so miserable not being able to just get one. Yeah, it's definitely going to be. I wouldn't worry about it being too difficult. Speaking of video games, that jumping across those ice beams was very video gamey. Hey, Befure, just finished The Conjuring, the first one. It's a fun movie. I'll always rep Insidious over Conjuring, but Conjuring's fun. I like Conjuring 2 more, actually. A Bloodborne remaster would make everyone. I mean, people just want a patch. People just want a 60 FPS patch for Bloodborne. But a remaster would basically make everyone as happy as possible. And honestly, like, it wouldn't surprise me if they're like, if Bluepoint are going to do it after Demon Souls, just because I think Sony know the win they'd have for the fan base if they did it. Is this like a Fortress of Solitude? Is that what's happening right now? Elsa, I give them you, my one of two daughters. Lead them, guide them, Elsa L. For they are good. They strive to be. You can lead them. Yeah, it's stupid. I don't really play multiplayer games, so I don't really care that much, but maybe eventually it'll affect like a co-op game that I actually want to play with someone else. D&D Dark Alliance. I don't even know what that is. I feel like I'm sensing some innuendo in that sentence, Alison. Some might say she just got frozen. Yeah, we reviewed that on streams. I hope you enjoy it, be fair. I think we were fairly positive. You have to break the walls down. I would like to formally apologise right now for not making any series of unfortunate events jokes based on the name Olaf. Yeah, it'll be the same crowd from the yeah. Yeah, Dynamite's ratings were obviously pretty bad on Friday. Like, it was the lowest they'd ever had, but that's because it was on at a late time on a different night. So nothing to be concerned about, but makes me wonder if they'll bother trying to have a good show this week just because it's again on that same Friday slot. Oh, the snowman finally died. We're walking in the air. We're walking in the air tonight. Da, 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 da. Hello, darkness, my old friend. You can't put the line "Hello, darkness" into your song without asking for that. Is this where the Ginger's fire powers are revealed? Doesn't feel like it right now, man. I have to be honest. I mean, we're quite late on in the movie. We're an hour 15 in. Like, we only have like 15 minutes of actual movie left. Yeah, left, right, left, right, left, right. That's straightforward stuff, Anna. Come on. They should have replaced this song with Gangsta's Paradise. It'd have been funnier. Amish Paradise. Wesker, why you been so snuggly? I don't really know what Raid and Dirty is, so I have no context for it, I'm afraid. Maybe she didn't think this one completely through. Yeah, all of a sudden she's in deep shit. Look at that, oopsie daisy. Oopsie, yeah. So much for an exit strategy. Something, something, break the walls down. Now, obviously, Elsa's going to save the day here, but it also maybe would have been a bit of forethought to, I don't know, maybe warn the town before you were going to unleash a giant wave coming at it. Let people get out of dodge, you know? Hey, Cindy. uh, yeah, Cindy. It's a hit. Mm. What do I think about the whole John Cena thing? I mean, I don't have a whole lot of thoughts. It sounds like because what he said, like I don't even understand why it was controversial to anyone in the first place. But apparently, China doesn't like the idea of Thailand being referred to as a country. Am I correct in this so far? Um, which is a very bullshit general attitude. But because they want to make the Chinese audience happy, he apologized for saying that, which feels like a really cowardly thing to do. But I don't know. It's all a bit weird. I get it's a bit lacking of a backbone. It's in many ways it's a lot like the IGN, like the parent company of IGN making IGN take down their post supporting Palestine. Not the exact same, but similar kind of like going back on something kind of way. Like, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that John Cena did not decide personally that he should come out and apologize. At the very least, it was heavily requested or implied that he should do so by someone at a studio. I mean, I don't think them trying to please China means they're not also trying to please Americans and the rest of the world. But the problem is that China is such a big market, they definitely don't want to piss that market off. Emma Frost has got a new Emma Frosty looking outfit. Elsa's far superior to Emma Frost. Eh. Yes, pretty much. We're in the final couple minutes, I hope. Now we're doing a Dino movie next. That's why the title was being kind of witty. It was referencing both ice and dinosaurs. Someone cue the Enya. How's the climate of this planet doing with like so much of the ocean being frozen now? I don't know if that seems healthy to the system. Just a thought. Just a thought. But yeah, I'm not surprised John Cena towed the company line. After all, he was a company stooge at WWE as well. mm. Oh yeah, we finished Frozen 2 and now Elsa's going to leave. Doesn't want to stick around for the next movie. Right, so was that a confirmation earlier that the movie Tyler told me about earlier is the movie that Team Blue is picking? Good night, Elsa. Have a good sleep. I didn't even watch this one. What? So it was just Allison watching then, okay. Everyone just wanted me to be miserable. I ran out of funny things to say like half an hour in. I can't imagine the last hour of that was even that entertaining from a stream perspective, but hey ho. Hey ho. You're as cold as ice, not willing to sacrifice. Alright, I'll close the timer. Since the I mean it's in the credits, that doesn't really matter. No one's going to join in now. Josh Gad. Hmm. Remind me of the movie, Tyler. I didn't write it down because it wasn't confirmed yet. Because team leader was not was not present to confirm it. Oh, pardon me. Sam was here. Okay. Hmm. Sounds intriguing. Sounds intriguing. I have to admit, it sounds more intriguing than the baseball movie, just based on the premise. But doesn't mean it's going to be the better made. Credits are still rolling. Okay. Well, if I can go to... So the next movie's on Amazon Prime. Wait, did I not add it to the watch list? Maybe I did, on. I guess I didn't. That's fine. So we'll do some old school stuff at some point soon, where we have the stream boss pick from a couple of options for the second movie. But I thought it'd be good to get the dinosaur stuff done and dusted after Frozen 2. So because of that, we'll be watching a random movie that's on Prime. They just get added to Prime in the past week. It looks terrible. It's called Triassic Hunt. And the best news is that it's 86 minutes. I was just looking to see what was added recently on Prime, not looking for dinosaur movies, and I saw a movie called Triassic Hunt. So that's what we're watching. It's probably going to be trash. And not even likable trash. Okay. Alright, let's go log Frozen 2 while it's fresh in my head. Did you see that I found Tammy and the T-Rex on YouTube? I did not see that. But Elsa's not here. The whole point of that is so that Elsa would have to watch it. Is Chris still here? I would guess Chris is still here. Chris is known for having long stretches of stealthy stream outs. I don't know what sentence I'm looking to finish here. I gave it a 5 out of 10, Alison, because I acknowledge that it looks like a high quality animated film. And it probably serves its target audience very well. People who are into it seem to love it. All the things I hate about it are just things I hate about the genre. So I went right down the middle with a 5 out of 10. But I did think it was a painful watch because I just didn't care about anything that was happening. I wished it was over. Repeatedly. So 5 out of 10 is my diplomatic rating. But you know what you were doing by picking that or suggesting it. You knew exactly what you were doing. Just like that. If I watch after this next movie, I'll just have to watch one more, and I'll have my highest amount of movies in 1 week since the first week of February. I really let things slide. I got into a really big video gaming mood for like 3 months though. My different loves tend to take turns because I'm just weird like that. I can't juggle them. I have to just focus on one at a time. I don't remember. There was one about being in the unknown. Oh, David's here. David's here in time for the second movie. Look at that. How many? How many what? What my I'm at 5 for this week, and for the record, this week starts on a Friday? Or is it a Thursday? Started on the 28th. What day was that? That was a Monday. Oh, that's not right. Doesn't start on a Monday. I know it doesn't start on a Monday, but anyway. Anyway, I'm at 5 right now. 6 would tie me with a week at the end of February, and then 7 would tie me with a week at the start of February. My best week of the year was 13. It's not a country thing. It's about what year, what day the year started on. If the year started on a Thursday, then each week for the year's stats start on a Thursday. The idea being that you have 7 days. It's only the last week of the year that's short that way. Unless they changed it and muddled it. But it definitely used to be that way. They definitely did that before, where whatever day the year started on, that was the start of the week for that year. And obviously it would change on New Year's or whatever. That said, though, yeah, because it starts on January 1st, the first week. And the year didn't start on a Monday. Did it? Oh, the year? Nah, the year started on a Friday. I was right. Friday's the first day of the week. The name of the movie is Triassic Hunt. Sorry, not Hunter. Triassic Hunt. Triassic Hunt. I will watch party it for those who want to watch through a browser on Amazon Prime. Because why not? Who is they? Letterboxd, which is where I track all my movie watching. Many of us here have Letterboxd accounts. Tyler often uses it to sort of stalk my movie watching habits and so on, so on. It's a wonderful site if you like to keep track of things. Sounds like too much more. Something's wrong with my chat. Hold on, I'm going to close the chat and reopen it. They told me chat disconnected, but then I kept seeing comments, so. Let's pop out the new chat. Oh. Tim's the letterboxd of someone named Gary Busey. Quite frankly, it's just that erratic and weird and wacky. I'm not actually sure, Rude Boy, on that. I've never watched any of the ad ones. No, no changes. Sorry, I thought that I didn't respond because there was nothing to update. Sorry, I thought that was just clear. That's my bad. No changes. The last day of the month is typically the day if it's going to change, it'll change right before the charge happens again. But nothing. Everything's the same. Which is cool. So yes, we're watching Triassic. Oh yeah, I need to post the link again. That's my bad. It never went through. Hopefully it does this time. So this is probably going to be terrible, right? That's just like not even just entertainingly stupid or whatever. Like, I think this is probably going to be terrible. But the problem with something like Frozen is that it's not incompetently made. The people who made it clearly knew what they were doing, so there's less to make fun of. Jurassic Park. There might be another movie called that, so I get that you're probably joking, but there was like 3 other movies with the word Triassic in it. uh, hmm. Yeah, we'll start in a few minutes. Syndicate War. That'd only be an issue if someone gets added. If someone decides to leave, they'd still be paid up for the month anyway. So it would only, like, typically, people leaving only affects it on the first of the month forward. People being added though can affect it right away because they'll pay up front and they'll be entitled for whatever till the rest of the month from that point. But yeah, no change. No change as of now. I have no idea, Rude Boy. I didn't care enough to research the movie. Maybe this is the sequel. The description didn't make it sound like a sequel though. It sounded like a one and done. I'm sure anyone who's Ari can wait a week for the comics channel, which a very small percentage of the overall patronage even pay attention to, I assume. Because they'll only be on the full episodes because I can't do them in advance because we record them and then I edit them then. All 3 of us should be on the podcast this week. We're recording on Friday. So yeah, that is a thing. Which reminds me, I need to make the top sci-fi list submission form. I'll do that after the stream, or maybe even during the stream before I go. All right, people have joined the watch party on Amazon. Do I want to get a drink before we start? Or anything for that matter. Nah, I think I'll slum it. I think I'll just go with the flow. I'll get something after we're done. Alright. We are watching Triassic Hunt. Many of you have joined the watch party. If you want to, you can click the link that I posted just a little bit above in the chat, and that will take you to Amazon Prime, if you have Amazon Prime, that is. And you can just let me hit play for you. If not, you can pause the movie at 0 if you're watching it yourself on Prime through another device, and I will count down 3, 2, 1 and press play. And that's what we're about to do. So, here we go. So here we go. Oh, I should get a timer ready. I'll get a timer ready. Okay. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1, play. The Asylum presents. Oh, Jesus. I did not know that. I did not know it was the Asylum. Wait, the chat's here. Why is the chat? Go away. Not YouTube chat. I mean the watch party chat. Ah, there it is. There's the arrow. I was looking for where the arrow was to hide it. Yeah, Linnea Quigley is some B movie royalty. Slime Bowl-orama alumni. Slime Bowl-orama alumni. That is a sentence that I don't think I've heard before. or conceive the possibility that one might ever utter. Why don't you make a second profile for your Prime account then? And use the second profile to watch the stuff we do for stream so it doesn't affect your recommendations on the main account. Or the main profile. Not a separate account. Oh, this acting's off to a great start. Admittedly, I don't know if you can do it on like a computer with Prime, but you can do it on like the Prime app for sure. You can have different profiles set up. This is very bright. For the back of a truck, this looks very bright. Ah, Pet Judge is great. I'm saving episode 4 for a special occasion. We don't want to burn through it too fast. There's only 6 of them after all. Oh god. Oh, that CG on that close up. Oh no. Oh no. I mean, you can't deny the dinosaurs. I think she just yawned because she's so bored on set, not because it made sense in the scene. Oh no, Glasses Girl's fine. You could tell they were doing the overblown light for the daylight at the windows, so they didn't have to like fake an outside. They could just shine bright lights in the at the windows and just rock the vehicle. Are the people in the front ever going to get out? Will they not ever on the same location as the other actors? These are the questions I have right now. Well, all that stuff at the front of the vehicle was added in post. They shot new scenes of people sitting in the front. So what's the prediction that all of this movie's set in broad daylight because it's too expensive to shoot at night? This guy's terrible. Not the badass chick is much better, but at least she's almost going to cheesy territory with her try to be a badass sounding thing. He they were transporting dinosaurs created in a lab, and now they're on the loose, and a squad of mercenaries has to come and hunt them. You can't say they didn't get to the point. Is this a sequel? That sounds like it's talking about a previous movie. That's like a little kid that's been drinking Kool-Aid all day. Yeah, but unfortunately he didn't drop dead at the end of it. I mean, the body count's high, but we're barely seeing any of the actual kills. There's like no, effects for bites or anything like that. It's just kind of cutting away and. Was there a practical dinosaur there for a second? Did this? Did what exactly? Knocked over a couple of things in the back of the van? As a sequel, okay. Luckily, I don't think it's going to matter as to our understanding of the plot. I'm pretty sure the bloodstain in the ground was CG as well. They didn't want to wash any fake blood off the ground after they were done, so they just put it in post. I'm pretty sure it listed him. I don't know who it is, but yes, I think that was the name listed in the credits. He gets top billing on Amazon. I think it's Perry. I think the second D's got an accent. Not that I'm the best at figuring out pronunciations. Uh, well, one thing's for sure, we're tanking my average rating for June before we even started. What's sad is that technically April was my highest average because I only watched 2 new movies. May wasn't terrible though. Because January was 6.28, February was 5.94, March was 4.05. Like, we were watching some shite in March. April was 6.5. In May, which I just worked out this morning because I was curious, because I'd actually seen a few more new movies this past month, was 6.21. So, lower than January. Do you know what I would love? I would love to have an average at least once this year that is over 7. That would be delightful. So I'm going to hold you two. Thanks, David. I'm going to hold you two personally responsible. By you two, I mean Cindy and Elsa, although Elsa's not here. For these picked movies, if they tank my average for this month, I'm going to be upset. Was he the main guy in the Philadelphia Experiment? To be fair, it's like 30 years of a difference. 34 years of a difference, even. This is just people walking around empty locations for the most part. All right. Also, David gets a point. That was a point worthy tip. Look at this bunch of cosplayers. Is this maybe like Arnold's Predator Squad? I'll spin the wheel as well. The Deep! Cosplayer Subberg. Oh, the CG. Even the gunfire's CG. Oh my god. The Deep, oh baby. This is rough stuff. Add it to the bar. Oh, you're quite right. Thank you, Cindy. What have you missed? Oh god. I think the word to best describe it, Alison, is nothing. The squad, the elite team of badasses, apparently, uh, have shown up to help hunt the dinosaurs. Would you believe it? We're going to be in alleyways and like abandoned warehouses and shit for the rest of the movie. In broad daylight, because shooting at night is too expensive. I will be shocked if it's a nighttime scene. Shocked. Yeah. Somewhere in here, there could have been a Dino Crisis movie. Oh, yes. What drama and what bickering between the two characters? I bet some people will watch Army of the Dead with me. I think David would enjoy that misery too much. Who knows? Maybe the nerdy glasses chick and the guy in the hat will start getting on the table. Then the two bickering soldiers are going to start getting it on as well. I don't know. Oh, the Russian accent. Okay. Hmm. Why is the youngest person in the room the one in charge? I don't understand. I would at least appreciate the joke of that, David. As boring it would be to get to that final 5 minutes, it would be kind of a funny outcome. He's got the smeared red part, yeah, still. I bet the writer didn't know what a click was when he said they're 5 clicks away. I'll say I know exactly what it means. I mean, I know it's a measure of distance, obviously, but like It's the sort of thing where if I was going to write in a script that something was X distance away and I was wanting to do it in clicks, I would actually make a point of looking up how long a click was and trying to make it semi-accurate. I don't know. There's an extended cut of Super Mario Bros. With 20 extra minutes that just got released. Oh, is there? That's interesting. That movie's kind of great, to be honest. Extended cut of Super Mario Bros. Featuring previously undiscovered deleted scenes from the film entitled the Morton Jankel Cut in honor of the film's husband and wife directing team. The the new version extends Super Mario Bros. Oh baby. A click is just a kilometer? That's actually much less interesting than I thought. But other than the fact that they have a lot of weapons, it feels like a bad student movie. But they got a decent camera given to them to make their project, but all the acting is really bad and everything's in daylight because they don't have the equipment for nighttime shoots. And they're trying to pretend to be a big like blockbuster style movie, but obviously it's all falling flat. Yeah, I was thinking that too, Rude Boy. The location looks like just a random office room. Even this guy's like secret. He's meant to be this, big what politician or whatever he is. I don't know what he is, but something about his room just feels like they didn't do much to dress it up. It's just someone's room. I mean, there's nothing wrong with shooting an location like that if you have access to it, but you know, it's about how it comes across in the final product. No one cares that Die Hard has the Fox building. Doesn't matter. Oh god. Doctor a video? Are these flashbacks? Is this actually just a scene from the first movie with a filter on it? Is that all this is? Are they actually filling time with full scenes from the first movie? I mean, none of the characters in that scene are in this movie, other than this flashback so far, which leads me to think it is the first movie because they all died in it, or just didn't want to come back. Also, I love that they're doing the auction thing basically, but they didn't even bother getting like Skype looking video call things for the other leaders. They just have a list of countries. Oh, that was totally just the scene from the first movie then. That's all that was. That was a scene from the first movie with a filter slapped on it. There's nothing creepy about this room. It's just a cluttered storage room. These edges are. Well, see if the room actually looked dusty. That might have been a good bit of analysis. Everything about this feels just so half-assed. Like every detail feels underthought and under constructed. Anyway, it's in the trailer for the first movie. That's pretty funny. This is the sequel, yes. The asset that's more valuable. That was a like his all his deliveries are bad, but that was particularly bad. That one. First one was Triassic World. Iggy and Spike perform. Oh damn. Wait, we're only 28 minutes. Oh my god. I thought we were like an hour into this. Wishing for Frozen. I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go that far, Nelson. This is a worse movie, don't get me wrong. Think of it as 1/3. Yeah, but I thought I was hitting 2/3, David. That's the problem. Hey, Chris may not win next time. Things are very close right now. When does this season end? End of June. End of the month. Mm. I've seen Footloose. That was better than this. I'm happy to say. Kevin Bacon. I'm not someone who typically watches remakes. Does that mean we can rewatch Moulin Rouge? No, 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 no. Once was enough. Oh, okay, Chris for the heal. Nice, Chris. Chris, what? Chris is like, I'm making sure I'm winning. So 2 points to Chris. And then 2 spins. Oh, you give David a point. And then spin 2. Tyler. I'll just make it a top 6. Since the last 2 are tied. And there's room for it. Yes, more deaths would be welcome. I agree with that sentiment. Thanks again, Chris. Uh, I mean, their chemistry makes them. Their chemistry makes me want to see them on fire. Does that count? Yeah, Gordon, take the shot. Better love story than Twilight. Oh my, we're only at 37 minutes. It's only been 9 minutes since I complained about it being 28 minutes. Oh my god. Yeah, they're not in the right place for camo. That type of camo, anyway. Have I seen Coneheads? I have seen Coneheads. It's been a long time, admittedly, but I saw it a few times as a kid. Wait, did they set up where he's getting his camera feed from? Was she meant to sound excited by that? Because she sounded a little excited about her being more angry and protective. Oh, I think she was. I think they're broadcasting all this to sell them, to say, look at how dangerous they are. So all the cameras were set up in advance. How the dinosaurs knew to break out at the right time on the road, though, is a good question, but let's not question it too much. That's one great big pile of shit. Just think, they had to apply that red smudge to his face every day of shooting so that it'd be there for the whole movie. Not that I think they spent a long time shooting this, we're talking like maybe a week, but still, they had to put the effort in to keep that smudge there. Oh, some kind of Dino Suicide Squad. Is there anything else I need to know? Oh, the guy with the hat. Like, everyone, this is a bad actor, but the guy with the hat is especially bad. It's better than Wentworth Miller as Chris Redfield. I appreciate the joke. Unfortunately, this guy's still somehow worse, but I do appreciate the joke. But it's closer than it should be. But hey, Paul Anderson is not known for casting the best type of actors in his movies, is he? They're all excited about the frequency, but they're like, wait, we don't have anything to actually broadcast it. I mean, it's probably worse just based on the. At least that movie had some real actors in it and actual effects. For as boring and as bad as it was, I think objectively it just has more production value. Therefore, it's better than this. I mean, that's a bad thing to be at. Like, if you're only winning because you have better production value, then you failed pretty bad at a movie. If that's why you're better than this. But I think those things do objectively make it better. Oh, Tyler, don't tell me things like that. 40 plus minutes. The badass chick's kind of looking a little bit like a little bit Diane Lane. I'm getting from her. Yeah. He did all of his scenes in one day, didn't he? They put him in that red room. He did all of his scenes. He pretended the phone was on. What the hell is that effect? The gun shooting. Oh. Mm. Oh, it's a sonic gun, yeah. Sonic gun. It's funny because it looked like a regular handgun with a silencer. Hey, Frosty, the theme of the evening. This is Frozen 3 in disguise. Wait, why weren't they in shit? Also, she did like didn't she get new dog tags when there was started like when she started working for people again? Like that feels like it would be a something you'd get replaced. Maybe not because they're like a secret ops team or something. I don't know. They chickened out and getting a pail of shit. That's all I'm getting from that scene. Polar bears, got it. So, the temptation to move the movie over to the other screen and put on the PS5 and play like some Tony Hawk or something while this is on is strong. It's strong. Wait, he doesn't even have a scratch on him. He was being bit. It's not. It's literally not eating any of them. What the hell? Hmm. No. No what? Did he just punch it? Maybe if there was more punching dinosaurs in the face scenes, maybe this would have been a better movie. The question is there can it do anything not to be a 1 out of 10? Is there anything it can do to not be a 1 out of 10? That's the level we're at right now. Roar! I am Dinosaur. God damn, I'm yawning so much. Be mildly interesting. Notice the post-it note over the Apple logo. just to make sure there's no legal issues. Wait, is he bleeding again? Wait, what? I mean, he's washing his face, but that's got to cheer you guys up a bit, but... It was a dinosaur. I watched his face 2 out of 10. I missed Ted Danson. Hey, that Loch Ness movie was much better than this. You know, it had its faults, but it was a real movie. That sort of movie puts it into perspective just how much better even like cheesy slasher movies are. This is a level of just like bottom of the barrel, no quality, no charm, nothing. Do you know, this wants to be aliens. This wants to feel like aliens with a team going around taking on like dangerous creatures. Oh, continuity's not been upheld, so you're saying? 22 minutes, including credits. Come on. And they'll eat their way through it. This movie sucks. Hey, Firefly. I know Firefly, the movie's really bad. Is this an intervention? You can't stop me from watching bad movies? Because you care about my sanity? Yeah. That sniper's just been in the same position the whole movie. Last good movie. I'd have to check. I can't remember. A little bit of Deep Blue Sea in here too. Oh yeah, if we count Aliens as a rewatch, yeah. We watched Aliens. Some might argue Frozen too. Here's the first movie again. Yeah, I could tell he's Kong. Hell no. Clever girl. You don't say, Tyler. All the auctioning off part, Cindy. Otherwise, it's mostly more of an aliens knockoff. The back half of the last Jurassic World movie was silly and B movie, but it was very Dino Crisis, and I kind of loved it for that. It was the first half that I had more of a problem with because it was just kind of going through the motions. It's where they want us to be. Now it's where they don't want us to be. David, don't ask logical questions. This movie's not interested. Dinosaurs. That's a good question, David. Yeah, I'd have guessed about a week. It also wouldn't surprise me though if it took longer than that and they're just that incompetent. But it all feels designed to shoot as quickly as possible with as little setup as possible. So someone get eaten. It'd be so fucking boring. Why does the front page of a document have a giant biohazard symbol? Does it even make any sense? You put a biohazard symbol on like something that is dangerous. The paper's not dangerous. Oh look, a random big reason not to use the bombs. Oh, that was at least a slightly funny death. I'll give it that. Yeah, but shooting. Yeah, but the point is, those are not shooting for night though. They're not shooting nighttime scenes. If the interiors are during nighttime in a studio, then it doesn't really matter. They're still in a controlled setting. It doesn't change the statement that they avoided doing it because it would make their lives easier. I can't imagine anyone on set for this was passionate about the project. I don't. My phone keeps vibrating. Something's going on. There you go, Firefly. Something interesting, hopefully, to take my mind off this stupid movie. Maybe I would be surprised. You're right. It's actually almost more depression if someone did care about it. Uh, I'll bet I even get that Beirut thing was a reference to the real thing. I know what you're talking about now you brought it up, but I didn't even get it from the scene that that's what they were talking about. I just assumed it was talking about something from the first movie. Red Bar, you're making the assumption they actually rejected anyone. I get the feeling that the first person in the door for each role got the role. Hey, you showed up. You can speak English, more or less. There's more of the first movie. I'll tell you this right now. This was not designed with the idea that anyone watching it would have seen the first movie. I don't even had auditions. Maybe they just sort of like took some names out of a hat. Well done. 14 minutes, including credits. We're in the end game now, ladies and gentlemen. No deal. Verify. Actually, Joy, did they depict the actors? That scene from Jingle All the Way with the coloured balls try and pick who gets to the last Turbo Man doll. Except instead of everyone rushing to get them and panicking, oh no, the glasses lady was a villain the whole time. This is usual suspects level of twist. I cannot believe it. He's the true villain the whole time. Uh, is it just me, or was the text message on that phone stuck on in post? Because it didn't look like it was actually coming on the screen. Is that a 2 out of 10 level? I think you'll find I was being facetious, David. So I'm going to say no. I feel like the only reason why they wrote in that the dinosaurs can understand English was for this scene, so that he could tell him to come and get the egg. Not a high bar, rude boy, but you know, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. Every location just looks the same. There's like no personality in any of the locations. I mean, I guess the movie broke conventions because the guy who had beef with the main chick, you assume was going to be one of the final characters because of the shared history. Instead, he was like one of the first ones to die, which I guess was slightly surprising. And I mean slightly, like ever so slightly. If this had good effects, I would love to see someone just fighting off a dinosaur with a hammer. Sounds like a visceral feast. Stabbed it in the eye, right in the eye, like zombie flesh eaters. I'm gonna stab you in the eye. Does the dinosaur believe in an eye for an eye? And will it matter cause he has really short arms? Can he even get to your eye because his arms are so short? I don't know. But he's gonna dream of clawing out that eye. He wants to claw out that eye for revenge. You stay there. I'm entertaining myself. I'm not entertained by the movie. Just shoot her and be done with it. Just shoot her and be done with it. Come on. What about her gun? Glassie's girl's gun. She had some bullets in that. Bye. Movie's terrible. That should be a goal. You review a movie through an original song. I won't rule it out. Like, I'm not going to throw Chris under the bus here, but dinosaur movies that I've not seen were a hard theme. Okay, it was a difficult theme. So I hope whoever wins season two, they pick a theme that maybe has a bit more punch in it. Dinosaur musicals. I will I will rule against that just because we can't have dinosaurs again. 2 months, two seasons in a row. I don't buy there was an egg in that pile of clothes she just stepped on. Didn't help that the sound effect wasn't convincing. This score's ripping off Dark Knight Rises. It's trying to do the countdown to the bomb music from Dark Knight Rises. I bet. Oh. Yeah, nukes have gotten a lot smaller than they used to be, apparently. Oh, that explosion hurt. That explosion hurt to look at. Yeah, they couldn't even wait for their final shot and shoot it at like, a little before sunset to make that line sound convincing. Done! It's over! My ears can breathe now, finally. Well, needless to say, this has been one of the worst nights for watching movies that we've ever had. And that's saying something. But dinosaur movies have done. Frozen 2 is crossed off. I just have to get 50 Shades in the bag. And of course, we have our two team picks now, which might even come before 50 Shades, depending. So far, Pete, so far. uh, oh, I like that. There's a credit for COVID testing by Visit Healthcare. I love that they felt the need to make this movie during the pandemic. They thought, no, we need to, like, our vision's too strong and important. Our movie's too important. We have to shoot our movie. I'll say this right now. I have no interest. I like watching bad movies because you find gems that are legitimately funny. I don't think I have any interest in ever watching another movie that says The Asylum on it. I'm good. It doesn't work. There's nothing charming about this. Alright, good night, Allison. Have a good sleep. This is my punishment, I guess, for watching two good movies last night. Oh. Well, I mean movies by the company of the asylum, not movies set in an asylum or uh, asylum themed. I don't mind an asylum setting for a movie. Nothing wrong with that. Many a good movie could be set in an asylum, and I'm not writing those off. David get play DF. Why do you want me to play the DF so much? It's such a weird desire. Alright. Oh, I'm just laughing at all these emoticons that have been used. I wasn't looking at the thingy chat. But now we're done. So I'm closing it. Right, disconnect to that VPN. Oh dear. You will like it. I don't know if I'll like it. I am skeptical for a number of reasons. PPP loans. They've done 3 separate mockbusters of Day After Tomorrow. That's particularly bad. I mean, I watched the Galaxy Quest documentary last night in Thunder Road. I had a good night of viewings. I bought some movies today on iTunes. Mostly stuff just because I know we're going to review them at some point, or because they were on sale. Like Demons and Demons 2 in 4K. Holy shit, they look great. I've seen them before, but you know, expect those in streams at some point later this year, just for the novelty of it. But I did buy King of New York because it was on sale, and I've not seen it yet. And I liked Bad Lieutenant, and I remember being somewhat into Driller Killer. So for the $2.99 it cost. I was responding to a message. That's all. Just an important message. Is Panic being reviewed? It's not on the schedule. I've got a few things on the schedule this week. Sweet Tooth is starting on Netflix this Friday, so I was going to look at that. Um, there's also an Apple show based on a King thing called Lizzie's Story, which I was going to do until I found out Sweet Tooth was out on the same day, and I'm less inclined to now, but worth mentioning. You try to lower the number. I think that is David's secret plan, to be honest. All of his dastardly ideas make sense to me. Chaos reigns. Not chaos if you're in control of it. That's somewhat true. Sabotage, yes. Sabotage is a good word. David does strike me as a saboteur. Although I'm quite fond of the word menace. He is a menace. I'm all for reminding me of TV shows coming up though, or that just have been, because I'll be doing the new Patreon pilot vote in the next day or two. And I haven't decided what I'm putting in it yet. For vote. So if there's anything from the last month that started that you think should be in that vote, by all means, tell me about it. Oh, pardon me. Feeling of L.A. Edgar Wright. That's interesting. And Edgar Wright's got a new movie himself this year. Super exciting. Are we going to watch the Conjuring movie on stream? No. No. I'm going to give you a hard no to that one. Mainly because I'm going to watch that in the big TV in 4K. With the surround sound. Is there a reason in The Conjuring that the doll has blood seep into its eyes to come alive? But in the sequels, the storyline clearly shows the doll possessed before that in the timeline. Inconsistency, basically, is the best I've got for you. They decided they wanted to do spin-offs and prequels and whatnot. I suspect it was just poor planning, or something that wasn't meant to be elaborated on as much. Oh dear. Oh well. There's a stream. When am I likely to be streaming next? That's a good question. Definitely not tomorrow. Could be, and definitely not Friday, but possible Thursday. And I'm not sure about the weekend as of yet. But I'll try and make a point of streaming again this week. I like to get 2 streams in a week, a minimum. But yes, I'm losing my train of thought. But yeah, I mean, we got some stuff crossed off tonight. If nothing else, progress was made on the list of things to do. It's not the most satisfying accomplishment, but it's a solid one. I think not remembering what we just watched is a mercy, quite frankly. A mercy. In fact, I'm going to go to Letterboxd. I'm going to go to log before I forget the title. Triassic Hunt. And there goes my average for June already, because I just rated it 1 out of 10. I like it. Save all the crap until I'm senile and don't understand. There's a wild logic to that, I think. There's a wild logic. Okay. Oh well. 2 more movies for numbers at least, I guess. Asylum month. Fuck off, Bob. That's my response to that question. Or suggestion, I should say. Cindy, you're older than me, so don't be hitting me with that. How dare you? How absolutely dare you? Alright, that's been the stream. I'm going to wrap it up and go for my sanity. Maybe get a snack or something before I go to bed, which I hopefully will fall asleep. It's been kind of warm the last couple of days. My body's not used to the new temperature average yet. When Tom comes back, spread that on him. I said Tom there. Tom, when Tom comes back. But thank you for joining me, guys. It's been a pleasure. Chris does get 2 points for remaining stream boss till the end of the stream. I'll update the scoreboard next time, but you're at 34 now. So thank you very much for joining me, guys. It has been a pleasure. Thank you for joining me through that train wreck. And I will see you guys next time for most likely more movies, I would expect. So I will see you next time, guys.